Hello everyone and now welcome to Warcraft 3, Warcraft 3 Nations League 2v2. DonSenilo and Franzyzz versus TeRRoR and KroLu. I am just going to be talking about the players as their colors now, as things would get too difficult if I'm trying to remember everyone's names in this match. Hopefully we will be having a bit of fun here as the blue team opening up with Altar of Storms. I don't see a barracks as of yet. It may be a very fast tech to tier 2. Meanwhile, the Knight of Blue is going to go ahead and open up with an Altar of Elders. And currently we do not have any Ancient of War or any other production buildings coming in from blue. Interesting thing to note, and it seems like the white orc is doing the same thing as well. However, I don't believe undead can get away with that particular type of strategy, as crypts do train up those ghouls to try and get lumber. We see TeRRoR opening up here with that crypt there. Now 2v2 matchups are much faster in pace. We are looking at, it looks as though it is going to be mass headhunters with a Farseer coming out. Meanwhile, we still don't see an Ancient of War coming in from the Night Elf player. Now, range units are much more powerful in large matchups because of, the amount of space that is limited on the field. If you have too many melee units in the game, many of the melee units will not be able to engage, as the range units will just be pelting them from afar. We'll see how all of this is going to be going down here in just a moment, as the Farseer is going to be coming out here in just a second, and I believe we are going to be going straight into harassment. All right, it is going to be Huntresses as the front line, so the blue Night Elf player opening up with Keeper of the Grove, not going for a Priestess of the Moon, interestingly enough, and now looks as though it's going to be going mass hunts. Farseer already on the move out. We see a couple of wisps. There's a ghoul trying to chase away that scouting wisp right there, and we are now already on the way, trying to figure out what is going to go down here. Cryptlord looking to perhaps try and do a fast expansion over here, and this is not going to work out well, as we see already the Ziggurat trying to be summoned, but the Farseer with some Spirit Wolves should be able to get a reset on this right here. Alright, it looks as though a Wisp may be trying to go in for a detonation and then removing all of that blight already, and all of the attempts, that sacrificial skull usage for that blight already gone, as a new Spirit Wolf now making its way over. Alright, what item? Circlet of Nobility. Is it going to be able to be picked up, and by who? Circlet of Nobility picked up by the Farseer. Item is stolen, as we are looking at new Spirit Wolves being summoned. There goes an entangle on TeRRoR's Cryptlord, and now the Cryptlord is a bit on the move, trying to get away. The Spirit Wolf getting in all of that damage. One or two more shots should be enough, as the Farseer trying to make its way over. Farseer unable to get there. Keeper of the Grove shows back up here, as the Keeper of the Grove could end up getting taken down. There's the denial instead. Alright, denial, no experience given, and that one hero is just going to be able to come back strong as well. Meanwhile, the units are still trying to engage, as headhunters are now showing up onto the battlefield. There goes a ghoul, as well as the Keeper of the Grove using that entangle very well to shut down ghouls and then to maximize all of that damage back. Oh, this could be some bad news. Let's take a look at this. This headhunter did not go after that Farseer here. Blue is going to be forced to retreat, and there goes another headhunter again. All right, sneaky Ancient Protector being built off to the side here, just out of line of sight. That is going to be a potential problem, as the battle is going to be shifting locations. Meanwhile, the Altar of Darkness was not unsummoned, at least I don't think so, as this one Cryptlord is now back out on the field. Very dangerous strategy to try and unsummon your Altar of Darkness in a 2v2, as your hero could get lost very quickly. Alright, Farseer is already back up to, into the green hit points. Looks like it will be back up to full hit points by the time the next fight comes in. The big question is going to be, though, how are they going to clear out the center creep camp, and then try to clean out all of this green creep camp so that they can actually put pressure off to the side? How far is this Ancient Protector going to perhaps eat into the trees? That is another question to have. Oh, this is absolutely brilliant. Eating their way into the trees, trying to hide the fact that they have that Ancient Protector off to the side there, and then reducing the amount of damage it's going to take. Only range damage will be able to hit it, and as it has fortified armor, most range damage at this stage is in fact minimal damage against fortified armor types. All right, Farseer, Headhunters, everyone's trying to engage. There goes Cyclone. Farseer could get taken down, but there it goes, though. Well, there goes that Farseer already taken out here. Headhunters trying to do a little bit more focus fire, and there is congestion in the Lost Temple right here. Units trying to make their way through. Cryptlord with a very wide army of, well, ghouls and beetles and skeletal minions. Where are they going to be trying to go next? Huntresses, Farseer still trying to engage. We are going to be getting some detonation, but their back is up against the, well, a quick detonation quickly taking care of much of that, as we're looking at more engagement still. All right, in comes the Ancient Protector. Is the Ancient Protector going to be able to root itself enough? That is the question, but the timing and the micro needed is a little bit much, as the, well, Cryptlord could get taken down. Cryptlord could actually be surrounded here, down to 500 hit points and dropping very, very quickly. Farseer is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Farseer uses a Scroll of Town Portal. He is going to be able to back away. Is the Cryptlord going to get taken out? Yes, it does, just in time. All right, Huntresses still going after some of those units here. Another Entangle going down as well, as this Ancient Protector is still waiting to see what it's going to do as the follow-up play. Keeper of the Grove should be using, well, a Scroll of Town Portal to get away from here. 1 or 2 more shots should be enough. Keeper of the Grove down to 143 hit points, and it is going to go ahead and Scroll of Town Portal out. Double wisps off over to the side here. Cryptlord has no TP, or TP isn't good at level 2. Yeah, not quite. Well, no, the Cryptlord sold his Scroll of Town Portal earlier to try to set up an expansion, but the expansion was shut down very, very quickly by their opponent, as we are now looking at an Ancient Protector, well, attacking this Ultra of Storms right here. 45 to 54 piercing damage, and that is going to be a big problem here, as you can see. Well, some repairs or something could get underway. Ancient Protector taking a little bit of damage here, as now it's fighting back against this Farseer. All right, Wisp is right in position to see. There is going to be some repairs already getting here, as well as the army now showing up to the party to get in some of that damage. All right, eat in some more trees, and, well, the forest is literally attacking you right now as we're going into a lot of Ultra Storms. Well, what is this? A transition into Gargoyles by TeRRoR off of dual Crypts. All right, coming back around. Farseer still hiding around, hanging in the back. The Ultra of Storms going to get easily taken out here, as the Ancient Protector now able to fight and go after some of those units as they are just simply walking back and forth. Chain Lightning coming across off over here. Ancient Protector actually able to hit some of those peons, as we're now going to get a Scroll of Town Portal on inside. Another Ancient Protector now being placed down here, as Gargoyles are in position, but Mass Headhunters and the Ancient Protector off to the side here should be able to provide enough cover. Farseer, Headhunter is going to try and engage. There goes one Headhunter, as the, well, Huntresses should really be in the front line, and, well, they needed to swap positions. Chain Lightning bouncing around once more. Not quite sure what level of Chain Lightning that is, as we are getting into a Cyclone right there. Gargoyles trying to go after the Ancient Protector. There goes Chain Lightning again, as the Wisp now making its way over. Ancient Protector able to put in a lot of pressure off onto those Gargoyles. Those Gargoyles are getting taken out, as well as the Farseer still trying to fight their way through. Ghouls could get taken down. Yeah, one Ghoul down, a couple of Ghouls also taken out, as a Huntress bounce going just to town onto all of those low hit point units. All right, however, TeRRoR is using those skeletal minions pretty well, able to take down a Headhunter at the same time, as we're still adding in a little bit more damage. All right, more repairs perhaps. What else can go on? Ultra of Storms was lost. Farseer now continuing to push its way through, as the Ancient Protector wants to eat some more of these trees, and perhaps being able to even walk this tower attempt even closer. Farseer down to 200 hit points, but does have a potion of greater healing. Should be able to back up here without much of an issue. More Headhunters trying to back away. A quick Entangle finishing that off as well. New Gargoyle showing up to the fight here. And, well, is this going to turn into another situation where, well, TeRRoR loses his partner early on, but ends up being able to carry his team through the rest of the battle? Cryptlord sitting at level 3. Gargoyles are making their way over. Mass Gargoyles trying to shut down all of these Headhunters. Oh, there's a Stomp coming across, stomping across all of those units. However, the Gargoyles are unfazed by that Stomp, as more damage still added up. All right, Ancient Protector now trying to, well, offering a little bit of protection here. Scroll of Speed trying to, well, chase back all of those units as well. Are they going to be able to catch up? That is the question, as some units were actually, well, getting a little bit stuck in the middle of the field here. We do have a Fountain of Health in the center, and the Fountain of Health, there goes another quick impale. It's going to go after one Headhunter. A second Headhunter could get taken down. Is the Crypt Lord going to finish off the Tauren Chieftain? No sign of that at all. All right, the Ancient Protectors just needs a little bit of sight to actually see what is going on right there. The Ancient Protector all tucked away in the corner. Meanwhile, we are running up on 2 bases by TeRRoR off to the side here. And what the supplies are going to be, let's take a look. 27's up 46, going up against a 34 and a 34. So overall, by supply, we are about even. Economically speaking, though, TeRRoR is actually in the lead. The White Army is in the lead as they have an expansion up and running. Hero level advantage. Keeper of the Grove is sitting at level 4. Only 1 hero right now. A second base coming in for the Blue Night Elf. No sign for an expansion coming across here, but we are at Fortress, so we could be getting into Berserker up. Yeah, the Berserker upgrade coming online soon. All right, Trents now making their way in and all joining in on the fight as well. Stronghold. Well, Stronghold is trying to hold down the fort, so to speak. In comes a Purge onto some of those units, as well as the Farseer is going to try and battle it up here. Shaman need to back away. No Brilliance Aura on those Shamans, so the Shaman are actually very low on mana, not going to be able to do all that much, as the units are now trying to back up again. Ancient Protector is still off in position, taking a little bit of damage, but will finally get taken out using Force of Nature to try and clear up the forest right here. Actually a bad idea, as it exposed this pressure Ancient Protector, kind of like putting in, well, diving in with a pawn. It had such great position, but then all of a sudden that pawn lost the supporting pawns and was quickly taken out. The pawn that was holding everything together. All right, coming back around here, Tauren Chieftain gonna clear up, get Brilliance Aura. That blue Tauren Chieftain getting Brilliance Aura, that is absolutely scary. Whenever you see an Orc player actually grab Brilliance Aura, all of a sudden their magic becomes that much more scary. Keeper destroyed the tree barricade. Yeah, that was just a questionable move. Indeed, the Keeper of the Grove completely shutting that down. Crota, you play chess? That was actually a great reference. All right, thank you. All right, coming back around here, we are looking at a bunch of push their way here. A quick impale, chain lightning bouncing around, taking down a couple of gargoyles off to the north here. I've been trying to read up on chess. I never played chess competitively, but just reading up on basic strategies and whatnot. Also being able to reference other games and reference other strategies, make metaphors for how the game is going, makes for just more colorful commentary. I think there was a comment that said there was a fight at the spa and he comes out smelling like a rose, and just really captured the whole entire essence of that one particular battle. And people are like, yeah, that was really, some people are like, yeah, that was really good. Oh, thank you. So just trying to up my metaphor game a little bit more and being able to describe situations. It's one of those things where I wish I had a co-commentator at times, because really insightful comments take time to develop, and if you have someone who can fill in the silence alongside you, it does definitely help. Anyways, Death Knight and Crippler are actually doing a little bit of a suicidal push into the Orc base here. Not quite sure what that was about. There is a lot of beetles out on the field, but it looks as though TeRRoR might be transitioning into something else as he goes into Triple Crypt. All right, Triple Crypt now coming into play once more. Tree of Life is right there. We can see gargoyles are off to the north. They are all both low on hit points. Not quite sure what's going to happen. And, well, they're going to die right there as the Troll Batrider just suicides into that location there. We are looking at a level 5 Farseer who does have an Ankh of Reincarnation. So that's why there are at least 2 people casting tournaments. Making sense, yeah. So normally having that co-caster You know, you can look at other things, you can comment on other things, and it's one of those things where you don't realize how difficult casting is until you try to do it by yourself and you record yourself and then you listen to yourself. I'm like, okay, I know I'm just saying like 75% of the time what's happening on the screen, and then 25%, 30% of the time actually giving colorful commentary about and making predictions. And you know, well, that's what happens from time to time. All right, making our way back around. Mass Ghoul is going to be pushing in. No Unholy Aura, so those units will be able to escape easily. The Tauren Chieftain with Scroll of Speed and Endurance Aura able to escape away pretty easily, wanting to make sure that they do not get landed by the Impale of that Crypt Lord. Long distance mass stun, always a bit of a handful here. As well, we are now making our way over here to this expansion. It is currently 4 bases to 3. Blue having the slight advantage and wanting to hold on to it. There's a lot of ghouls down here in play. Farseer with a chain lightning and with no obsidian statues, right? Well, nope, one obsidian statue in the back, and this should be able to offset some of that chain lightning mass damage. All right, in for the attack. There is an impale. There is a stomp. Everyone just dazed and confused as the ghouls try to get into position here. All right, Headhunter's trying to back away. There is another stomp, and those ghouls are just almost down for the count. 3 seconds. Seems like an awfully long time for them to be all just stunned and taking damage. Wind Riders now coming into play. Interesting choice, especially as White has already shown that he can go mass gargoyles. But after all of the gargoyles were taken out by the Bat Riders, the Wind Riders have now, well, have a pretty much a much freer path to try and put in pressure. Wind Riders and Headhunters coming back across here. A Scroll of Town Portal being used to try and save the hero. Meanwhile, back off to the north, we are going into the Keeper of the Grove and Goblin Alchemist. Really, we should be looking at a third hero, Priestess of the Moon at some point to try and add in True Shot Aura for that extra bit of damage. It would work well for the Huntresses, the Archers, the Headhunters, the Wind Riders, all of that right there, as we're looking at, well, the Shadow Wolf trying to get in some damage with that Lightning Shield, only to see it get shut down pretty quickly by, negated by that Goblin Alchemist's Healing Spray. Keeper of the Grove trying to back away. There is, I believe, a Healing Spray right there. Keeper of the Grove getting purged down temporarily up to level 5. Does have a Wand of the Wind. The tree is trying to come over to engage. There is another purge as the Keeper of the Grove could get taken down. It does fall. All right, what is it going to end up costing? A couple of Shaman are going to end up getting lost, and Ghouls now coming in from behind. Ghouls coming in from behind to clean up many of those Archers here as the Troll Bat Riders are trying to go after those Ghouls as well. Unit's still trying to retreat back as the armies are going to, get back together here. All right, coming back down, we're looking at more damage coming across here. Well, in comes a Mountain Giant, trying to absorb some of that damage. Death Knight actually able to escape at 40 hit points. No, unable to escape. I forgot the Wind Riders were in the air, getting into position and getting past the undead army. Expansion down over here was taken out as well, though, so it is still currently sitting 3 bases versus 4, or a potential 4, as Orc is trying to set up this corner base here. All right, coming back around, Headhunters, Shaman are making their way in as well. Farseer already up to level 6. Are we actually going to be looking at Earthquake to, Chain Lightning taking down many of those Wisps? Farseer could take down Wisp after Wisp after Wisp right there. Farseer just perhaps going to be waiting again. Are we going to see an Earthquake? There's a detonation. And, well, if you Earthquake both the Entangled Goldmine and the Tree of Life, at some point that Tree of Life will be, that Entangled Goldmine will expose those Wisps, and then another Chain Lightning could take down multiple Wisps again. All right, I don't even know what ability it is. There goes another Chain Lightning, another 3 Wisps instantly taken out as the Staff of Teleportation going to send this unit home. All right, coming into the corner, we are looking at a Dreadlord second. Okay, so Dreadlord second, Wind Riders, Farseer catching the the undead army completely out of position. There goes another Obsidian statue, 2 taken out. And now, is the Orc army actually going to try and go after these units here? Granite Golem, Red Drake, all of those units trying, will eventually get taken out here, but that is going to be fighting up on the high ground. You have to be careful if you are fighting up on the high ground, as there is going to be a little bit of missing. Meanwhile, back over here on the bottom left, Mountain Giants and Archers are all working together. And say who is ahead, by the way. Blue, right? I don't know if Blue is ahead. Currently, White is up on bases, but Blue does have a level 6 Farseer out onto the field. And what? No, White has a level 6 Farseer, Blue has a level 5 Tauren Chieftain, and a level 5 Farseer as well. This Farseer really depends on how much harassment this guy can do, just constantly taking out wisps and being able to be a one-person army that is getting the attention of their opponent. Coming back around here, Farseer is at 5, Tauren Chieftain is at 5. We now see an Ice Shard coming in as well, so that is going to be a very powerful item for the corner of the map. Supply-wise, we're looking at 57 and 52, so that's what, 109, going up against 52 and 62. So TeRRoR and the White Army actually has, sorry, I just instantly thought of White TeRRoR for a moment, and then got a little bit sad. As we're looking at the Farseer, going to go ahead and get into an engagement here. The Shadow Wolves are currently exposed. Entangle on that Farseer. Farseer going to go ahead and try and Staff of Teleportation out. How much damage? Cyclone comes in, and most likely a Scroll of Town Portal will need to be burned, and that is quickly done. All right, coming back off to the north, there is that here. Altar of Storms, Headhunters are all getting massed back up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Coming back in, there is a couple of. Yeah, I believe it does have Frost Nova. Does it also have Blizzard? That's going to be a very important nuking pickup, as we're looking at the Wind Riders and the Troll Bat Riders trying to engage here. All right, Headhunters are in position. They are not Berserkers yet, so they do not have that little bit of bonus damage, and that does make a big difference. Chain Lightning reaching all the way through. Farseer, is it going to try and Chain Lightning? There is a Stomp, and all of a sudden that entire ground army is in trouble, and yes, Blue does seem to have the advantage here. The Summon unit also has Vampiric Aura as well, and that Stomp just shutting down White all of a sudden. Tauren Chieftain just putting into pressure, and that Brilliance Aura gonna actually make quite a big of a difference, as we see an Impale come back in. Farseer comes back into play. Ankh of Reincarnation is right there. There goes another quick Stomp. There goes a Chain Lightning. Farseer gets knocked back down again. And yes, you can keep him down, as the fighting is still underway here. Deathcoil onto the Dreadlord. Dreadlord is still alive and well right now, but how much damage can he really absorb here, as another Deathcoil lands on him? 400 hit point heals, constantly saving him, as the units are just in this massive battle in the middle of the field. Death Knight continuing to fight. Farseer, Alchemist trying to pull back away. Multiple heroes. Cryptlord about to get taken down. Is he going to get a Death Coil to try and save him? TeRRoR trying to head back. Is he going to get that? No, so close. No. Now all of a sudden the Tauren Chieftain is at level 6. Level 6. That Tauren Chieftain is very difficult to take out, and even if you do knock him down, he is just really going to get back up and have full mana as well. Blue definitely having a bit of an advantage now, as the pressure is still coming underway. Gargoyles are trying to hold back here, as we see a Death Knight finally taken out. Entangle stopping him in his tracks, and it looks as though the end up getting taken out, even though it is already halfway through its timed life. All right, Farseer, and I believe it is now level 3 Chain Lightning, level 3 Shadow Wolves right now, as the units are trying to hide in the back of the base, not really being able to get anywhere, and this is all just backing up into a little bit of a situation. Acolytes, however, TeRRoR trying to get back into this game, and it looks as though it will be able to haunt this gold mine, be able to stay up on 3 bases. Meanwhile, Orc is going to just perhaps start funneling additional gold into his for his opponent's army as well. All right, Cryptlord getting resurrected. Keeper of the Grove may get to level 6 here if enough Orc burrows are taken down. And yes, we know 3 level 6 heroes for the Blue Army. I believe that does give them the advantage. Coming back around here, Death Knight, well, able to take down the take down the entangled gold mine here. No mining, and then it looks as though a couple more units could get taken out. Death Knight sitting at level 3, perhaps wishing that there was faster movement speed right now as an archer going to get taken out. Well, there it goes as the Death Knight still inching its way closer to level 4. Meanwhile, a lot of time being spent taking out the remainders of this orc base. And as I've said in the past, time is a very valuable resource. If you're using your time to take out buildings, then your opponent can also use that time effectively as well. The white Farseer is already back in play here. Tree of Eternity has actually uprooted and made its way all the way back here as now the Alchemist is back out onto the field. Staff of Teleportation in order to get away, and it does head back to the undead base here. More mining coming across. What are these peons doing? Long distance gold mining? Or no, I think they were holding lumber. So there's trees right here. And this is just a classic example of work smart instead of work hard. These poor peons trying to, like, I don't know what a better analogy is. They're trying to go a bit too far, trying to get any sort of lumber. As well, they're going to go ahead and try and retreat back. They realize their mistake. Coming back around here, this one watchtower looks like it will end up getting canceled. The blue army going to make their way back over here. Meanwhile, peons actually revealing and exposing the fact that there's an expansion over here to the top right, and that will get cleared up. Entangled gold mine once again. Getting pressured here as the Farseer and the Tauren Chieftain show up and maybe trying to set up an expansion here in just a moment. One Headhunter getting, well, almost getting taken out, finally getting taken out as the bottom right-hand expansion will be cleared up. All right, blue doing a little bit of divide and conquer right now, separating themselves from the remainder of the army here, but it looks like, well, TeRRoR is not going to be able to, get back into this game here. We do see the Dreadlord at level 2 getting resurrected, but blue is just in dominant control now after getting to multiple level 6 heroes and getting up all of those bases up and running. Currently mining on 3 bases compared to only 1 base right now for TeRRoR. All right, this base, this is pretty much all she wrote. One Tauren Chieftain out onto the field. White is still in a bit of trouble. We are looking at Mountain Giants coming across here. A Watcher Ward being left behind as this, Tree of Eternity could get taken out. All right, TeRRoR trying to make its way back over level 5, level 4. And we are looking at one Dreadlord just hanging behind in the base so far. Scroll of Town Portal coming across here. Do they have a way to get out? Yes, Death Knight is right here. And there in comes a Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning finishing off many of those units. Scroll of Healing trying to finish it off. And Tree of Eternity looks like it will get taken out. There it goes. And a Scroll of Town Portal to get out of that location. Now mining is only one base versus 2, but TeRRoR's expansion here is now finally done. So it is, in fact, 2 bases versus nothing. Blue is just going to continue to grow with their advantage the longer this game goes. At this point in time, TeRRoR, he should know that the writing is on the wall. Not quite sure what can really be done. Farseer hoping to still clear out this entangled gold mine once again, perhaps even finish off some more wisps. Are we going to see some Chain Lightning? Nope, no Chain Lightning bouncer. Oh, there's the Chain Lightning. It only hits 1 unit. Beautifully done by the Night Elf player to make sure, as we see a quick impale. All right, Tauren Chieftain trying to make their way over. Chain Lightning bouncing around, giving a major level right there as the units are able to back away in time. All right, White still has a lot of fight left in them. Is it going to be enough? Though that Farseer no Brilliance. Wait, where'd the Brilliance Aura go? Why would you... Wait, no, Blues Tauren Chieftain has the Brilliance Aura, right? Yep, there you have it. Yeah, Blues Tauren Chieftain having the Brilliance Aura, and the fact that there are Berserkers out here for that extra bit of hit points, making a big difference compared to the Headhunters that, the White Orcs army has. All right. Impale, Tauren Chieftain Stomp, all of that could work out well. Chain Lightning followed by a Stomp, and that was a beautiful Stomp indeed. being able to get a large number of ghouls taken out. All right, are we going to see a Wind Rider taking out another shot right there as the units are still trying to engage? Chain Lightning still bouncing again. Yeah, this may pretty much be the last fight, as a couple of headhunters, berserkers, could be in trouble. Chain Lightning bouncing around again. There's a sleep onto the Tauren Chieftain as the Crypt Lord gets taken out, and that's pretty much the end of that. He had lined himself up for a beautiful impale, but ends up falling before he can get it off. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain constantly sleeping on the job. Keeper of the Grove even using Tranquility in this last fight, and Blue just absolutely dominating this battle pretty much from the opening gates and never ever really relenting up on that lead. And it looked as though the White Army was able to catch up and make up a little bit of ground, but once we had multiple level 6 heroes, and that was pretty much the end of that. We did see the Keeper of the Grove has fallen at level 6, but that was just a boost in confidence and a departing gift before TeRRoR and the White Army left. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.